Hey guys, we're going to finish off St. Louis Blues today, at least this version from Hal Leonard Book 3. We've already done the A and the B section, the 12-bar blues and the tango, and we return to another 12-bar blues here. I've eliminated some of the chords. They're showing throughout that we're playing C and C6, which means to add that A note on every second beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be the accompaniment through these C's here, but I'm not going to be doing them as I play, so I haven't written them in. Here I've just shown C-6-C-6 to save space. It should say C, C6, C, C6. On those bars I will be doing it because I'm not doing anything else melodically. You can also do that as a power chord, a C5. That's a C and a G, where the 6 is this A on the 4th string at the 7th fret. G and G6 would be the same chord on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. F with F6 would be at the 1st fret. I won't be using those versions today, but if you're in the background of a song, that's what you can do for your rhythm. So we've come out of section 2 where we were on those Fs that we talked about yesterday. And then we land on C minor, D7, G7, tension on the 5 chord, and from there we go into this C section now. You'll notice most of the reading is going to be very simple, D sharps, E's, and C's on a very repetitive pattern. Earlier in the song we saw D sharps being called E flats. That's really what they are. They're the flat 7 on the F chord or the flat 3, a minor bluesy note, on the C chord. We'll call them D sharps though, because we're ascending from the D sharp to the E, and by convention you show that rising note as the sharp. Mostly it's because we don't want to waste signs. For instance, if I want to play a C, call this D sharp and E flat, I'd have to put a flat sign on the E, then put a natural sign on E, then put a flat, and then a natural. So they're limiting how much they have to use their signs for one. Once in a while there's a redundancy. They put this natural sign on a D on this F chord. You don't have to tell us the D is natural. It's in a new bar, so the D sharps from previous bars would already have been cancelled by now, but it's just there for clarification so you don't make a mistake on that. So what we have then, D sharp is the 4th fret, so we're on beat 4. D sharp, E, C, that's played again on beat 2, and on beat 3. As we get into the next bar, they just extend the phrase. Hold that through that C bar. Repeat the idea a little bit on the F. We go D sharp to E, or E flat D, down to a D natural, the 6 on the F chord. This was D natural, going up to the D sharp or E flat. So here they're actually using the flat. Again, just for clarity's sake, rather than showing 2 Ds with one being altered for no reason, we'll use the E flat. It also makes more sense on the chord. It is a dominant 7 note. Here though, because they're followed by the E natural, they call it a D sharp. So that's a little interesting passage where you get to see why the enharmonic equivalents might be indicated in different ways. We're holding the C for a bar again. They're actually tying it into the next bar. I've used rests here. Rest, the top hat is a 2-beat rest, a half note rest, or a half rest, quarter rest, so 1, 2, 3. We start on 4, D sharp to E to the high G, again D sharp to E, down to the low G. In my memory I want to hold that low G a little longer, so you may hear me actually revert to that accidentally. That's how it's written. Very often I'll lengthen that low G there. low G and the F on beat. I'll try not to in this example, as you're going to be trying to play along with your book 3 and trying to stay on the right beats. So we got 4 and 1, 2 and 3, and 4 and 1, and 2 and 3, and 4 and 1. So it's a nice little ostinato. We're playing this top portion that stays the same while the bass note changes. So we went from a G to an F to an A. The A is the third, a chord tone on the F chord. We got another D sharp. We're continuing it from this D sharp to end on the C. And the song would go back to the top and would have various improvised sections going on as well. So here's that section one more time. Again, I'm going to double back a little bit. In your book, we're coming from the phrase, "The man I love would not go nowhere." That's on the F notes right before this section. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, high G, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, C, 7. 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, I tend to speed that part up if I don't have a metronome, but I'll try to play you the whole thing with repeats and trying not to speed up too much there. We're back to the beginning, the A section that we learned yesterday. Going to try it nice and slow. A 1 and 2 and 3, 4.